epla, geimi, braka, kvána, gefanda. Endur nýð og líka máklund, halvfegur þán ég góma. Senn grósku, særleika og klangan þrátt og lát líf vaxa sem var eftir vetur. Gefanda, endur nýð og líka máklund, halvfegur þán ég góma. Senn grósku, særleika og klangan þrótt og lát líf vaxa sem var eftir vetur. Á íðunni lúta epla, geimi, braka, kvána, gefanda. Endur nýð og líka máklund, halvfegur þán ég góma. Senn grósku, særleika og klangan þrótt og lát líf vaxa sem var eftir vetur. Á íðunni lúta epla, geimi, braka, kvána, gefanda. Endur nýð og líka máklund, halvfegur þán ég góma. Senn grósku, særleika og klangan þrótt og lát líf vaxa sem var eftir vetur. Senn grósku, særleika og klangan þrátt og lát líf vaxa sem var eftir vetur. Á íðunni lúta epla, geimi, braka, kvána, gefanda. Endur nýð og líka máklund, halvfegur þán ég góma. Senn grósku, særleika og klangan þrátt og lát líf vaxa sem var eftir vetur. Á íðunni lúta epla, geimi, braka, kvána, gefanda. Endur nýð og líka máklund, halvfegur þán ég góma. Senn grósku, særleika og klangan þrátt og lát líf vaxa sem var eftir vetur. Á íðunni lúta epla, geimi, braka, kvána, gefanda. Endur nýð og líka máklund, halvfegur þán ég góma. Senn grósku, særleika og klangan þrátt og lát líf vaxa sem var eftir vetur. Braka, kvána, gefanda. Endur nýð og líka máklund, halvfegur þán ég góma. Senn grósku, særleika og klangan þrótt og lát líf vaxa sem var eftir vetur. Á íðunni lúta epla, geimi, braka, kvána, gefanda. Endur nýð og líka máklund, halvfegur þán ég góma. Senn grósku, særleika og klangan þrótt og lát líf vaxa sem var eftir vetur. Á íðunni lúta epla, geimi, braka, kvána,
Wow. So interesting. Wow, can you believe all the sources that are cited in here? Oh, sorry. Didn't see you there. Was just reading the May edition of Iduna and this great article by Anne Groa Sheffield called The Saga of a Saga from Oral Tradition to Modern Translation. Amazing. Oh, and they got Winifred Hodge Rose in here? Holy buckets. What the? Hi. Welcome to the Saturday night Asatru Heathen Norse Pagan prayer service. My name is Reverend Ben Kowalski Greyheck, and I'm a Gothi. And that is so welcome. Welcome everyone. I see some of our regulars are here. Hello. We're finishing up an 11-hour shift, Barbarian. Wow. Ah, Queen. Great to see you. I think King is here too, and Duchess. We have the whole royal family here again. Wonderful to see you. Romo, right. Sorry I keep leaning over for that's where the computer is. I think my eyesight is just not, it ain't what it used to be. First time in a long time. Well, you are welcome back anytime. Anytime. All right, folks, you know how we do. Usually we'll start with education. We'll go into the actual ritual, the actual prayer itself, and then we'll do a little bit of Q&A. Now, I am thinking of changing this format up a little bit, so I didn't want to bust it on anyone right now, but for next week, I'm thinking of shortening the education bit a little bit because I think most of you guys have gotten this already. You've heard me do this many, many times, so I can run through that really quick, but I think there's other stuff that we can talk about. Events, thoughts, things going on in the heathen community. Events like, hey, what's happening tomorrow at the White Bear Meadery in Maplewood, Minnesota? Oh, an inclusive heathen meetup. That's right. From 2 to 4 p.m. tomorrow, we will be at White Bear Meadery for an inclusive heathen meetup. All are welcome. But that's what I'm thinking of doing. It's changing up the format to be more, I hate to use the word sermon, but more of a sermon, more topical than just doing the run through this every time, because we have done this a lot and I feel like you guys are seasoned pros at this point. Yeah, I know. Yeah, we need to do an event in Iowa. If I were closer to Iowa, I would. Or hey, maybe you do an event in Iowa and you tell me about it and then I say it on here so people go to your event in Iowa. Right? Okay. I'm just saying stuff at this point. I do need to get to the actual education. But again, next week, I'm going to change the format a little bit. It's going to be a little bit more of a sermon, more topical, and more actual events going on in the heathen community as opposed to just going through this again, which I'm going to go through quickly. Don't tempt me. King, please. Again, it's I would love it if I heard more going on in Iowa. Honestly, I really do hope for it. Okay, on to education. So, what are we doing here? We are about to pray, and I know a lot of folks out there, probably if you're new, maybe even new to Norse paganism, you've never prayed before. Maybe you just don't know how, or thinking, do we even pray at all? Well, yes, we do, and I'm going to show you a way how. So one of the first questions you might have when you're getting into prayer is, which way am I supposed to look? Is there a certain direction I'm supposed to face? If you have an altar, mine's right here, you would face that altar. If you have an altar or a shrine or anything like that at home, you can just face that. If you don't have that, then there's two directions that I'm going to give you. The first is east and the second is north. And the way you face depends on the time of day. If the sun is rising, face east. If the sun is setting or it has set, face north. East if rising, north if setting, or if it's nighttime. Then, after figuring out which way to face, what's the first thing we want to do? We want to bless the space that we're about to use, because we live in multi-purpose spaces, right? Not everywhere that we are is a holy space all the time. This is an office, this is a gym, this is a laundry room, this is a storage room, the basement at the end of the day. Most of us don't have access to things like pristine woodland somewhere in the back that we can keep safe, so we want to bless the space that we're in. And there's a couple different ways to do that. One of the most popular ways is the hammer rite, which, for the sake of time, I'm not going to demonstrate. Maybe one of these days I'll demonstrate it again. The hammer rite is one of the most popular ways to do it. There's also a more newfangled kind of way that's getting more popularity right now, which is more with fire. So it's usually you have a central fire, like a candle or something like that, and you carry around like a torch or another smaller candle and chant, or maybe some incense. You kind of chant around the space, saying different things, chanting different things to bless the space. Now, I can't do either of those for various reasons. So, what do? Well, tip from our friends from the East. I got myself one of these. A singing bowl or a bell, or if you lack those things, always just clap your hands. I do that 3 times. So 3 dings, 3 rings, or 3 claps. All set. Space blessed. Next, after blessing the space, I bow in the direction that I'm facing. So I'll bow towards the altar, or bow east or north, whichever direction that we go to. Bow once, and then I come to kneeling. And once I'm kneeling in the holy space, I have blessed the space. It's time to bless myself. Touch my hand to my forehead, I say bless my thoughts. Touch my hand to my throat, I say bless my words. I hold my hands out in front of me and say bless my deeds. Thoughts, words, deeds. In that order. May the gods help you if you do it in any other order. Kidding. Not like a magic spell or something where you'll turn into a toad if you say it wrong. But next thing is, what do we say? So now we're here. We're blessed. Space is blessed. Feeling blessed. What do we do now? Next thing to do is pray. What do we say? What are we supposed to say? Are we just supposed to start talking? This can be really intimidating for people who are new, because I know that a lot of you seasoned pros out there, you've given advice sometimes saying, just start talking. Just start saying stuff. The gods are there. Just start talking. That can be really intimidating for new people. You want something to say, and you want to say something correct. Okay, let me give you something, because I can't give you an actual prayer from ancient Norse times. I can give you some poetry, and it's poetry that a lot of us use as our kind of standard prayer. It's the closest thing we have to a standard prayer across heathenry, which is the Sigdrifamal verses 2 and 3 begins, Hail Day, Hail Sons of Day, and the second verse begins, Hail the gods, hail the goddesses. If you know it, you know it. You know it, you probably have it memorized. A lot of us have it memorized. I have it memorized too, because I say it a lot. Twice every weekend, in fact. After that, I'll go into a free verse. Now, chat, you know what time it is. Free verses are when you will speak whatever verse that you want to speak. Usually I construct them on the Sigdrifamal, so using that Hail Day, Hail Sons of Day kind of structure, I'll start building out free verses for whomever, for Thor, for Odin, or whomever it is that I am worshiping that day. Maybe if it's a few different gods that I particularly I'm thinking of, or something like that. Whatever it might be, could be one god, could be a dozen. It's up to you and how much time you have. Because you could do 100 verses to one god, you could do 100 verses to 100 different gods. It's up to you. It's up to you how you want to spend this time. So chat, if you have requests, please do pop them in the chat. If you have particular gods or goddesses that you want hailed during prayer, please send them my way. If you have a specific prayer that you'd like me to recite, I will do my very best to try and recite it for you online. So just go ahead and toss that in the chat if you want to as well. Okay, cool. After doing our prayer, and after each verse, so say after each verse, after each prayer, I'll prostrate. So after the first verse, it's face down, hands down. Second verse, face down, hands down. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth until we're done. So it's verse, prostrate, until you are all done with whatever it is you've got to say. And after doing all those prostrations, we're going to do a reflection. After you said everything that you wanted to say, we're going to reflect. Now, the reflection, the meditation, it's our moment of encounter with the divine. This is our moment with them. And what we want to do is think about how we can take this moment and bring it out into the world when we leave this space. So how is it that we can seek wisdom? How is it that we can speak kindly and truthfully towards others? And how can we do good and healing deeds? Very basic stuff. Norse Pagan Ethics 101, just seeking wisdom, speaking kindly and truthfully towards others, and doing good and healing deeds. How do we do that when we leave this space? How do we take this moment that we have with the gods and bring it out into the world? That's what we want to contemplate and reflect on. I'll do that for about 1 to 2 minutes with ambiance, plenty of ambiance. Next, after that, I will rise to my feet again. I will bow twice more, and then we can get to question and answer. You're all done. Do we have any questions before we begin? Let's see who we have prayers to today. Let's see here. Oh boy. Oh, I was struck by how similar it is to the thoughts, prayers, gesture. That's cool. I love seeing that. Wait, do we have a... Okay, I'm just going through here. Loki, Tyr, and Fenrir, please. Oh, Existential Crisis, of course. The Existential Crisis special. Loki, Tyr, and Fenrir. How are you doing in that Existential Crisis? Fortune or weather? Njord. You got it. I think I did Njord for you this morning. Do it again. Finding one's way. Thor. I'm just gonna say Thor. When all else fails, Thor. that's what I say. Oh, weather. Wealth. Njord. When all else fails, Thor. That's my thing. And I see Thor is here. And Odin. Yeah, you got it. When all else fails, hail Thor. Thor is always good. Okay. Big horse. Oh yes, of course, the migraines. All right, folks. I'm gonna get to it. All right. Let's get started. Just get the instructions up on the screen so you can follow along at home if you want to. Apologies in advance for the dad shorts. Bless my thoughts, bless my words, bless my deeds. Hail day, hail sons of day, hail night and her daughter. Bless, look upon us with kind eyes, as we who are patient find peace. Hail the gods. Hail the goddesses. Hail the ever-giving earth. Bless us with wisdom, kind words, and healing hands, lifelong. Begin with Thor. Hail Thor. Hail to the son of Odin and of Earth. Hail to our sustainer and our protector. Thor, guardian of man. Please guide us. Keep us safe on our journeys. Find us where we are lost and bring us back to where we are meant to be. Hail Njord. Hail to the Luck Father. Hail to the Father of Fortune. Njord, may you bless us with wealth enough to keep us safe, keep us happy, keep us whole. May everyone on earth be blessed with just enough wealth that we see peace and plenty for all and everyone. Hail Freya. Hail Freya. Hail to the source of our joy. Hail to the wearer of bright Risingamen. Hail you, Freya. May your joy and radiance flow out from us into the world. May we be a joy to others as you are a source of joy for us. Hail Frigga. Hail to the beloved mother. Hail to the protector of children. Frigga, may you bless and keep every child on this earth safe, happy, healthy. May they be a delight to their parents, and may they, safe in their journey, become the adults that they are meant to be. Hail Air. Hail to the healing maiden. Hail to she, the best and most perfect of physicians. Air, guide the thoughts and the hands of our doctors, our nurses, our surgeons, rheumatologists, pathologists. Guide their hearts, their minds. Help them to heal us. Help them to return us to health and to wholeness. Hail Sif. Hail to you of the flaxen hair. Hail to you whose gaze brings abundance. Sif, may you spread your golden hair out over the whole world, bringing bright abundance to all, that all are fed, all are warm, that we are grateful to you, the goodness of the gods, and to you, Sif. Hail Odin. Hail to the wise father, hail to he, the wanderer. Odin, may you bring us wisdom, may you help us pursue truth. Make us courageous enough to see the truth that we do not want to see. Give us the wisdom to understand it when we do see it. I apologize this takes so long, guys. Just going back through the chat to make sure I got everybody. I think we're wrapping up with Existential Crisis. Hail Fenrir. Hail to the Howler. Hail to he, the fierce protector of the wounded. Fenrir, may your fierceness and your teeth be turned against those who would harm others. May you protect those who are wounded, who seek justice, who seek redress for their wounds. May they find healing, and may they find the safety they need. Standing behind you. Hail Tyr. Hail to the righteous Lord. Hail to he, the Father of victory. Tyr, guide us in the way of the right, that we may understand true justice, both when it needs to be done to us, to others. Make good all our decisions, and give us the courage to face what we must. Hail Loki. Hail to the Skywalker. Hail to he, the faithful traveling companion of Thor. Loki, as you stood by Thor, may you stand by those whom you protect on their own journey. May through your protection they gain the courage they need, become the person that they are meant to be. All right. Let's move on to our meditation. Once again, what we're going to reflect on and think on with the ambiance is how we seek wisdom, speak kindly and truthfully towards others, how we do good deeds, good and healing deeds. Bring this moment that we have with the gods out into the world through our thoughts, our words, and our actions. Let's begin. To our feet, out twice, and then we'll get to our Q&A. All right. Thank you for attending this prayer service. Back to our cozy corner. So, what do you guys want to talk about? Thank you, Duchess. From NYC. Hello, welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, New York City. Oh, Miss Sanchez, you are here. Dumb question. Will you be submitting this prayer format for the upcoming Book of Bloats? Yes. Yes, this is going to definitely make it into the Book of... Well, I can't say it's definitely going to make it into the Book of Bloats. You know, so if you guys don't know, one of the announcements that I was going to make is that the Troth is going to be re-releasing a new edition of the Book of Bloats. That is in the works currently. It's a project I'm very excited about. It's a book that is really requested, and it's no longer in print. The Book of Bloats. The Book of Bloats was really a compendium of knowledge, practical knowledge of how to perform bloats and other rituals. And we have a team now assembled at the Troth who really wants to see this back in print, and we're gonna work on coming up with a new edition. Yeah, it is like one of the things that motivated me, at least, was it is the most requested book that we have, even more than our Troth. Is the Book of Bloats. People want this book, and they want a new edition of it because the other one, the older one, people just don't like anymore, for various reasons. So they're looking forward to a new one. So that's our mission. And that's going to be led by Strong Bear. Miss Sanchez is also on the team as well. New formats if you budget, including audio. Yeah. Yeah, well, audiobooks are a lot harder to produce than we thought. I know that we had a former publications editor who was very into doing audiobooks, but just getting the talent together to do it, someone who has, the voice for it, someone who can read for that long without getting too tired. It takes a lot. It takes a lot to do an audiobook, and to do one really interesting. How can I learn pagan rites and practices? Like, how do we make offerings to gods and goddesses? And what requirements? I'm eager to learn. Well, the Troth website has a ton of free resources on it that can tell you how we make offerings and what we offer typically. So you can head on over to thetroth.org, go over to resources. You will find a ton of really anything you'd want to have a question about as a heathen. That's up there. Sounds too cool. What all does that include? I've thought about how I would. It's one day. Okay. So the Book of Bloats, I'm not sure what the future editions hold, and I don't want to put too much pressure on the team to deliver something when we're just now pulling the team together who's going to do it. A hope is that it's going to have both bloat, a couple different ways of bloat, and then other kinds of rituals that we do, and then things for like seasonal holidays, things like that, and then events in life like births, deaths, marriages, house blessings. All those things can be rolled up in there, because those kinds of rituals, while we might not think about them all the time, they are the things that structure our lives. And the story of Norse paganism, the story of Asatru, the story of heathenry, can impart meaning onto those things and shape how they look. So while we don't have a standard format, we do have the thing most people do. So we can talk to that. I will do the audiobook for free. Well, we'll see. I think the audiobook could probably be a compendium, could probably be I think that's more in the Troth style to have various readers. But it's a matter of quality, right? They have to have access to good microphone, good recording software, and then they have to have a nice bottle of water there and potentially some editing software. Oh, a soothing voice. Well, and you know from experience, Queen. Oh yeah. All the above. Well, King, we might want to talk once we've got something on paper. All right, folks. We are past our time, but that's okay. That's okay. Thank you all. Thank you all for being here this evening. Yeah, join up. I hate, and I hate to say it, it's like pay $90 so that you have the opportunity to help us make a book that you will not get paid for. That's not quite the pitch. Not quite the pitch that most authors would sit there and go like, yeah, I can't wait to pay money to do a volunteer thing. Apologies for the lack of good pitch. However, the book itself matters. That's the thing that I can offer you, right? I cannot offer you money. I can't. In fact, I'm going to take it from you. I'm not going to take it from you because I don't get it either, right? The organization takes it, right? It funds the programs that we do. But what I can do is say that if we complete this book of bloats, if it comes out, if it is published, it will mean a lot to the heathen community. You will have done something very meaningful for this community. So I can't promise fame or fortune. I can promise, however, you are going to do one small thing that is going to mean a lot to this religious community. And it's going to be a, hopefully, guidepost for the future. That's what I can offer you. All right, folks. Thank you guys for being here tonight. And if I don't see you, well, I guess I'm going to see you next week because I don't have another service to do. So thank you guys for attending. This is always better with conversation. If you're a newcomer, you are absolutely welcome back. And of course, our regulars, I see you. Thank you for returning over and over and over again, and making this a really welcome space for everyone. Thank you. And I'll see you guys next week. And if you're in Minnesota, I might see you tomorrow at the Meadery. White Bear Meadery, 2 p.m. All right, folks. Catch you next week.